Here we are on Sunday in Melbourne with Filip DeWulf, former semi-finalist at Roland Garros and journalist. You should pronounce the name of your paper.
It's at last the news.
News, Flemish paper.
Biggest Flemish paper.
Biggest Flemish paper in Belgium. And we will talk about the Belgian girl Mertens, who is doing very well in Australia. But before, we should talk about Dimitrov and Kyrgios. Great match.
Very spectacular. Yeah, that was a bit expected because you have two players who have a lot of potential, play attacking, aggressive tennis, and it showed tonight. I think,
yes, we enjoyed. I mean, Dimitrov won 3 tie breaks, and in this tournament, Kyrgios had played 4 tie breaks and won them all.
Yeah, it's quite unbelievable because Kyrgios is serving incredibly big. His second serve is unbelievable. But Dimitrov stayed focused and did it very well on the important points. I think he in his career he took another step. He won. He's going to another level. I saw it already last year at the Masters when he won the title at the Masters, and now he's really getting there and being a contender for the big titles.
Yeah, of course, he's number 3 in the world. And then last year here at the Australian Open, he played a fantastic match versus Nadal, even if he lost. So, I mean, Dimitrov is really a new player since 1 year, I would say.
Yes.
And, well, he will have to play Edmund. And he lost to Edmund in Brisbane. So what are we going to expect? From my point of view, I feel a little bit sorry for Seppi because he played 6 times in the last 16 and he never makes the quarters of finals, which, you know, being almost 34, I doubt that he can do it one day.
Yeah, but Seppi played a really good tournament.
Yeah.
I think he's coming back. He was in the rankings. He dropped a little bit off, but
sure.
He won a challenger, I think, last week, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And now 4th round. That's a good result.
It's a good result, but this Edmund can be dangerous also for Dimitrov, you think, or not?
Not yet. I think
Okay.
he'll be a little bit tired. He has had some very tough matches. I think Dimitrov has a little bit more experience in this level, and quarterfinal of a Grand Slam is really a big match, and I think Edmund is still a bit young for that.
Yeah, 23 years old, first time he gets to the quarters of finals in a slam. Anyway, he's a good prospect.
Yeah, very good.
And, well, then we saw Nadal. Nadal losing 1 set, the first set of the tournament to Schwartzman, but he's won at the end, and he is sure to be number 1 of the world at the end of this tournament, whatever happens.
Yeah. Well, it shows that he played an unbelievable season last year. I think he was maybe the best player in the world, even if Roger Federer did amazingly well. But yeah, Nadal is just continuing where he left off last year, and I think it will be tough to beat here in Australia.
Yeah, it will be tough to beat, but if there is one who could beat, maybe could be Marin Cilic at the next round, because until now Nadal has played against sort of baseline players. Cilic is one who can serve a lot of aces, and if he's in a good day with the serve, can be dangerous for a player like Nadal, don't you think so?
Yes, you're completely right. Especially if it's a hot day, then the balls will fly a little faster through the air, and then Cilic with his height can use it to serve big and make it tough on Nadal, who had, like you said, a lot of players who played a lot of rallies and tough opponents, but he had to do his rally work, and he likes that. While when he plays Cilic, the points will be shorter, and Cilic will come to the net and try to attack him and be aggressive, and will be a different setup. So maybe.
Plus today Cilic beating 4 sets Carreno Busta, and he won 3rd and 4th set in the tiebreaker. And so a player with that kind of serve, if he gets to the tiebreaker, you have to be careful.
Yeah, Cilic is just a bit under the radar always.
Yeah.
He's very modest. You never expect him to go far in a tournament, but he did it before. He won US Open
sure.
a few years ago, so he knows how to do it. So maybe he can surprise again.
He was almost a surprising player like Mr. DeWulf when he got to the semi-finals in Roland Garros. And then the next year you did even again, of quarters of finals. So, I mean, in 2 years in a row, so it wasn't just something that by mistake,
yes.
If I say so. What about the women? Okay, Wozniacki destroyed Rybarikova 6-3, 6-love, and Rybarikova was semi-finalist in Wimbledon. So, and Wozniak a few days ago against Fett saved match points. She was down 5-1, so unbelievable. But I want you to say something about Mertens, because it's your Belgian girl, the one who is somehow helping you to talk about tennis in Australia after that Mr. Goffin disappointed you.
Yes, we were all a bit sad when Goffin lost in the second round because we thought he was going to do well here. He was disappointed himself as well because he expected more. But now there's Elise Mertens, and she's doing unbelievably good. She's only 22 years old. She had a fantastic season last year, and she's continuing on that. She's going up, and then she's continuing on that way.
What are her best strokes? What is the quality, the biggest qualities of Mertens?
She's very stable. She's very stable in her tennis, but also in her head. She has a very good mentality. She's a fighter, and she knows how to win. She's not scared of the big stage. She says, "I like to play in the big stadiums." And here in Australia, she played in the Rod Laver Arena, then Hisense Arena, and today in Margaret Court Arena. So she did all three, and she won all three matches.
Oh.
And it's the first time that she plays the Australian Open. That shows that she has a lot of character
and personality.
Yeah, and she's very calm and collected and connected to it, so she's doing very well.
She's doing very well, and tomorrow we will see who is doing very well between Djokovic and Chung, Fognini and Berdic. Fognini is the last Italian survivor. I am not too optimistic. And Halep Osaka. Halep Osaka, with Halep saving 4 match points in the previous match. Osaka playing very well versus Barty. Anything can happen, you agree?
Yes. I think Osaka is a very promising player, but still a bit young. And I think Halep, she had some problems in the beginning of the tournament with her ankle, but she fought through it, and I think she's going to get better as the tournament continues. So I think it's going to be Halep who will go through.
And I think Filip DeWulf will go through all our broadcasts, because he's very good, not just as a former player, but also as a journalist. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.